set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Vick on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Michael Vick. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Vick to throw it. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Here's Vick. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Prescott now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down, Vick. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his man Sharp complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. Vick will look to throw on first down. Flush to his right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. It'll be Vick once more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On second down, Vick again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Prescott to throw this time. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott yet again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down. That's Austin. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Prescott off play action. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 44 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Dak on the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Michael Vick. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Vick operating on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now Michael Vick to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Vick with the incompletion there on 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Vick to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll hand it off now. Williams looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Sweat today. Gun. Here we go, 46. Gun. 26.
Prescott steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.